Good morning, brothers and sisters. Doug White down here in Alabama. Peace and love to everybody who tunes in my little channel. I'm starting to develop thicker skin. When you hit one of these channels, you have to. My son said, "Well, Daddy, you hadn't had it long enough yet. You hadn't had your channel long enough yet." And I think I've had it long enough because I'm developing a thick skin. Not everybody likes what your views out there in radio land, or in not radio land, but internet land. That's what it is. But anyway, peace and love from everybody to everybody from this old man down here in Alabama. Anyway, they don't. I don't. They don't charge anything for as many videos as you make. So, and when they start charging, that's when you'll see my videos cut way back, probably to nothing. But anyway, just want to get on here and chat with people for a little bit. You know, what I like about the internet is you can put your view out there, and nobody is going to punch you in the nose or grab you or wrestle with you or get in a fight with you. You can they can just stew or send you a comment. I generally don't cancel any comments, and if even on the other side, other view, but sometimes one of them, I don't know who let them do it, but they put up this ugly stuff, and I take that down. But anyway, what I want to talk about today is, can a man? I couldn't believe it, but there's people on the internet that believe that we're supposed to not sin at all, and before I learned better, I would go on these people's channel and comment, and hey, what about this text right here? And then they throw one back at you, and then it get to be dueling Bible verses, and then it gets to be striving, and I just say, okay, well, you go your way, I go mine. But anyway, I would like to put my view out on, can a man live without sinning? They say, well, oh, you're just trying to get where you can, you just want to go out there and sin more. I'm trying to tell you, brother and sister, the doctrine I believe in makes you want to sin less. Because look, God chastens those that he loves. And I've had my share of woodshed experiences in my lifetime to know that God will let you go so far, and then he'll carry to the woodshed. That's what we used to call it back in the day, old timey days. You're going out there to the woodshed on the farm. That would be to get you whooping. But anyway, I got to going back and forth with this fella on the internet. Couldn't believe he believed like it, but he actually believes like it. I thought he was I thought he was an agent or something, but no, he believed like that. I would say, well, look, if a man says he has no sin, he's just deceiving himself, brother. But anyway, he'd come back with you with something like one of these it means something else verses, or well, yeah, I call them it means something else verses, but you don't have to know exactly what that when they give you one of these verses. And I'm telling you something, we got a whole big, huge denominations down here in the South that believe in these verses that mean something else, but they believe they I should I well I like to get off subject there, but I'll get back on this other subject later on about these people that build their religious order around certain verses that in my opinion mean something else. It's talking about something else. But anyway, I'll get back on that. That's not what I wanted to focus on today. I want to focus on this man sinning can a man live above sin, live without sinning at all, in this flesh body? And I'll go to, let's see, Romans 7, where Paul talked about it. Paul addressed this in Romans 7, brothers and sisters, about sin in our members. Anyway, I'm going to try to stumble through this, where Paul himself, it says, for that which I do, I allow not. In other words, what he wants to do, he allows not. For what I would do, for what I would that I do not. That, in other words, for what I want to do, I find myself not doing it, and but that which I hate, that I do. So here Paul is saying, hey, something's going on here, if then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that it is good. The law is good. Now then it's early in the morning. Now then it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. The Apostle Paul is saying here that sin dwells in him. For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. No good thing is in this flesh, brother and sister. The spirit is willing. The born again part of you is willing, but the flesh is weak. And there's a war going on. For to will is present within me, but how to perform that which is good I find not. In other words, the Apostle Paul is having a problem. For the good that I would, I do not. But the evil which I would not, that I do. The Apostle Paul did evil, brothers and sisters? How plain can this be? And these same people say, well, but anyway, now if I do that I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. Brothers and sisters, Paul said he had sin dwelling in him. For I find then a law, that when I would do good, evil is present with me. Brothers and sisters, over and over, he's saying it again. For I delight in the law of God after the inward man. Inward man, he delights in it. But I see another law in my members. Warring against the law of my mind and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members. Brothers and sisters, as long as you're in this body, there's going to be some vestiges of sin. Oh, wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death? Brother, sister, death is the only thing. Is when just men are made perfect. I thank my God through Jesus Christ our Lord. Brothers and sisters, death makes a man perfect. When we die, it makes a man perfect. Let me see. Let me go here. Well, I want to show you where it says right here. It says, but we are coming to the Mount, but we are coming to Mount Zion, not Mount Sinai that was so terrible that Moses, couldn't look on it. It said, but we'll come unto Mount Zion, unto the city of the living God, the heavenly Jerusalem, and to an innumerable company of angels, to the general assembly and church of the firstborn, which is written in heaven. Brothers and sisters, I believe that's talking about you and me. The names are written up there in heaven, and they're assembled. And to God, the judge of all. Brothers and sisters, God is the righteous judge of everything. And then it says, and to the spirits of just men made perfect. The spirits, brothers and sisters, not the bodies yet. That will, the glorified bodies will be changed. This mortal will put on immortal at the last day, brothers and sisters. But their spirits, we don't prevent our loved ones, and they're not, in my view, they're not laying in the grave. To be absent with the body is to be present with the Lord. So they're not laying in the graves if they be one of His. Their spirits flew to to the heavenly realm. They're with God, with Jesus right now. But at this time, they have not received their glorified bodies. The body, soul, and spirit. Anyway, just want to put that out there. The spirits, the just men made perfect. When they left this body, they were perfect, brothers and sisters. And that's just what I want to say this morning in Romans 7. You can go there and you can see that Paul himself found himself doing evil. Because why? Because why? Because the spirit's willing, but the flesh is weak. And uh, I appreciate everybody that tunes in on my little channel. No matter, please put comments and likes if you desire. If you like it, if you don't like it, you can tell me that too. But anyway, well, I'm having a senior moment. I can't think of anything to say, except let's say that is my younger brother who has passed on. That was my youngest brother, and that's the one next to me. He's a middle brother, He's still alive. He's in that great big boat there. That's my boat. I still have it well, it's a kid's boat, but great big, huge aluminum boat, brothers and sisters. Huge. I was down at the lake one time, and you always get a bigger boat when you start out on the water. We're kind of water people. We like to go down on, water's always involved in our vacation. But one of them lives down on this water. One of my brothers lived down on the water. I was down there one time with all my buddies, and this was back when they went before that, back in the 70s, late 60s and 70s. And I had bought this boat. It was so little, it was ridiculous. We had three people in it, all loaded down with tackle and everything, beer. That was back when they didn't do anything to you. So anyway, the water patrol came over there and saw me and said, "You guys sure are sitting kind of low in the water. Y'all got any life preservers?" I said, "Yeah, we got them. We're not worried." So they left and we took off and sunk. And they didn't say anything about it because they must have known we were drinking, because there was beer cans floating around in the bottom of the boat. It was already taking on water. Anyway, we took off, and big wave came. As soon as they left, we took off and cranked it up. I had a little bit of 3.5 horsepower Wizard motor, and big wave came over the boat and sank. The boat sank. Lost all my friends' tackle, and but anyway, we got rescued. Went back to my brother's camp. They pulled my boat in too. It was upside down. I went back and after that one, I got a bigger boat, and then that's the last one. It's the biggest huge, big wide. You can lay down in it, and all you do is get another motor and put it on. Every time the motor wears out, you just put another, and that boat will still be here when I'm gone. But anyway, it's a riveted, not riveted, but a welded, aluminum welded all the way through. No rivets at all. I won't let them put a screw in it. They'll try to put one of those little things that tie it up. I said, "Don't put a screw in it." I did that one time too. And anyway, I just want to say this one thing before I get out of here. I'm going to get me some more coffee and might do something else later on. Nice talking to everybody. And y'all are welcome to comment anytime you get ready. Peace and love from us old boy down here in Alabama.